Hey everybody, it's Justin Rocks here again, and I am back for another base update. I have downsized and made my Kairuku farm the way I wanted it to, but I have upsized my regular base. Currently, I'm missing a lot of stone fence pieces right out there in the ocean, which the Megalodons have been capitalizing on every chance they can get. Currently, I'm about to walk old Pelagornis in here and handle some problems. Because I might have left my Kairokus breeding, and my Oviraptors could not hold all the eggs. The only thing that I'm keeping from them would be ones that have different color patterns, just because I personally like my color pattern ones. And because that helps me whenever I'm breeding, because then I'll get different colors as I'm going along. Yeah, I know. So, this is going to be fun and not fun. A lot of work going into this right here, but my Kairuku egg farm has gone a little too far. Trying not to hit that Oviraptor. Good thing about these, I never did anything with their HP, so therefore they don't exactly have much to be worried about. That one I might have. I got a gray and yellow. It's been a little while since I've updated, but so far I've just been trying to base build and go around the map finding different things like cementing paste, help me out with this and that. Wow, what a massacre. I do need to keep a couple more females. And I've been having fun. Luckily I'm finally over this cold bug that we had, and everything's feeling a little bit better. I can speak better. Don't sound like blah 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 every time I'm speaking. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Some of these had some high health stats. I moved them all over here because I got sick and tired of listening to that every time I was at my base. It just made more sense to have them a little farther off, less to worry about. Alright, let's see if we can get some organic polymer. Just a little bit, not much. I already had a good portion. I did install a generator and some fridges over here just because the plain and simple fact is if they can't hold all the eggs, I don't want them hatching. But we're going to hold off on this project for a good little while. And I do need to set this cryo fridge over here before I forget about it and take it back to base. As far as my Oviraptors, I'll be leaving them over here because they have enough food for probably 2 lifetimes. And I'm not playing that game right now. I think I brought enough cryopods to pull these. Probably could have kept a couple more females. Hindsight is 20/20 though. Oh, that one's gray, yellow, and blue. As far as this area over here goes, I will more than likely use it if I want to bring more stuff to breed. I'm not worried about those. Don't have an Oasis-saur here. Wouldn't be able to do anything with it. Oh, I just checked that one. Pretty sure I checked that one too. I'm just going to leave the fish meat. I ain't got no use for it. Currently, I got enough at base as is. See if I can go ahead and pull some of these out the Oviraptors and put them in the fridge. Yep, he's got a good food source going. I think those are dodo eggs. Yeah, I got dodo eggs on both of them. That was the first thing that I farmed eggs on, just to make sure that I would have enough food source for the Aviaraptors. And I probably got 1 or 2 more fridges at home full of Kairuku eggs, so not saying we need them. I did end up getting a pink and another gray and a baby blue one from breeding. So I'm really excited to add those to the breeding pool next time I decide to do them. But I have so many eggs currently that I don't have anything to do with. And if you look at my organic polymer, there's still some at home inside of my base. I think inside of my fabricator. Made as many fridges as I could, and that's a bonus. Because fridges are going to be necessary no matter where I go on the map. But hey, let's get back over to the actual base and figure out where we're going from here. Because as it stands, I do want to finish my ocean dinosaur base, or pen, just because I didn't want to have my mosasaur and stuff out. I've already had my itchy almost die on me. Ichthyosaurus over here. And that's because the megalodon just came up and started munching on it. Glad I didn't get the anglerfish though. Added me an industrial forage out here, so when I come home with Dunkleys, I can just throw it right in there. I still got to put the metal from the Ankylosaurus in there. Let's see, I should have an Argentavis out here. And that's my build buddy. He carries all my resources whenever I'm wanting to build stuff. And I've got my scuba suit, well, half my scuba suit in here. Let's see, I can just take him out here. Show y'all what I'm lacking on this part over here. So far I've made it on that entire section, so I don't have to worry about anything coming in on that side, but I still got to finish this one, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, about 6, and then 6.5. Should be around 700 to 800 pieces of fence, which is not impossible. It's semi-aggravating, but it's fun to do because then once I'm finished, I know I can put most of my ocean dinosaurs right there. No more issue with them getting attacked while I'm gone or this and that. I did add a greenhouse as well as the industrial forge. I finally made my industrial grinder. And buddy, I'll tell you what, I have a lot less storage boxes downstairs thanks to this bad boy. Wasn't easy to get though, because once I figured out I couldn't fit all the materials and organic polymer in my smithy, I was like, well, it's time to make some regular polymer. And I had to do runs around to the beaver dams to try to get as much cementing paste as possible. And it worked out. That's my weapons. That's my blueprints and suits of armor. Really. I've taken down about 4 or 5 metal forges, and yeah, refining forges. Just because the plain and simple fact is that I've burnt through a lot of metal making everything that I've made. Don't think I'm going to make a metal base until I expand upwards a little bit. Oh, that was my extra saddles. Or saddles I haven't found dinosaurs to put on them yet. Like the Dinosuchus saddle that I got. That was from a crate. As well as that Argentavis. And most of these came from crates anyways. Let's see. Yeah, there's the rest of my organic polymer. And I burnt through probably close to 6,000 or 7,000 metal. That one takes 3,200. That one takes 25. That one doesn't take much at all. It's 250. Oh, cooking. Yeah, those were the easier ones when it came to metal, but that industrial forge was a pain. Once we got past needing the 3,200 metal, we were good to go. So I actually added a couple smithies. This is just for regular saddle crafting and this and that, or if I need to repair my armors. And then if you come over here, I've actually added one single smithy just for making ammunition and trank bolts, stuff like that. Which I haven't crafted any more of those. I'm not even using my long neck rifle yet. Which I believe I found that as well. Oh no. Well, It was here at one point. I'll have to look around in the rest of my boxes and try to figure out where I slapped it to. I've moved almost everything out of here and got it down just the bare minimum of what I can't use or don't want to use yet. I can grind that down, but I ain't worried about it. These are my extra building materials. At least some of the more simple ones, and the bigger ones are up top. And my extra fridges and some building materials. The next thing I'm going to be working on, outside of making stuff with my industrial cooker and this and that, is trying to organize where my fridges are at, what's in them, and I got to take all my resource gatherers back out for another trip. Dodie needs a saddle. Let's see, I need 15 stone. I mostly put the stone in here for the plain and simple fact of the chemistry bench on the other side. Got enough chitin and keratin, you can use it profusely. And I may have had a blueprint for that. Let me check. Yeah, I did. But I'm going to hold off on that for a little bit. I know the blueprint saddles usually turn out better for defense and whatnot, but currently I'm just rolling on the basics of what I need here and there. Oh. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm tired of random dinosaurs just rolling up in my aqua pen over there. I kept my blue face out and my orange face, which they're my breeding pair, but I've got so many dodo eggs currently, I don't need to breed anymore. With my greenhouse, I've been getting rockeright and savaroot, as well as citronal and longgrass. I'm not doing any of the berries yet, just because the Bronto is a powerhouse for gathering berries. There's my dilo and dodo eggs. Yeah. And then I'm putting Rex eggs. No, I didn't put any Rex eggs down here. Extra eggs. And different ones that I've bred, just in case I want to hatch any more. I do have my breeding pair of raptors. And in all honesty, I love the green one, but the albino one, as soon as I saw that in the wild, I had to grab it with my Argentavis and run it right to a pen to try to tame it. Yeah, I hear y'all over there too. Currently running off of these feeding troughs, just for the plain and simple fact it's simpler while I'm doing this and that, which my base is very basic. I won't even lie about that. But its functionality is more what I needed than an extraordinarily cool base. I might try to build a better one on a different part. Thinking more down towards the redwoods, I want to do a pretty cool base, and then maybe south of the center. Let's see. Yeah, south of the center, I would like to put one on that mountainside somewhere around there. Home 3 is actually where I have my extra Ankies at right now, for the plain and simple fact of metal and crystal. Because I burnt through the little bit of metal and crystal that was up on that top of that hill. And so far, I'm just one after the other trying to figure out where to go next, or doing this and that. I do got to get me closer to the caves and start trying to actually complete them to get the artifacts. Because that's one thing I've never done on the center before, and it's probably about time that I start working that up. Let's check the levels on these bad boys. Oh, I got one right here, it looks like. But so far, so good. I don't know why I reversed that like that, but I like the way it connects. Oh yeah, and for some reason I got nuts growing out my ceiling. Pretty sure that's the... Is it Savaroot? It's whichever the potato is. Savaroot. So far, so good. I finally got a couple of things inside the base that I wanted worked up. I did take my stairs out just because they were aggravating to go up. I ended up moving them inside, and now I've got 2 stairways to the top. I'm thinking about making a small, like, sleeping base up above this section right here, which I would leave one on the side to be able to walk up this way. And then I might put my cooking stuff inside of there. Got my best pteranodon out. My other one's kind of low level just because I haven't used it running around the base as much. Or not around the base, but around the map. I have a blast with that. But so far, so good. I want to keep building, finish up this pen, and then I'll start looking at either doing something up a little bit more or spreading out to different areas. I haven't constructed any more on top of Skull Island up there. The only other one that I worked on was Home 3, and as you can tell, I've died quite a few times. Sadly, the closest one to my base was jumping off and then landing on a donkey. And yeah, it felt dumb, but it's part of the process. I shouldn't have jumped off my base the way I did. But so far, so good. And I hope everybody's enjoyed this little bit of an update. It's not exactly a big one. I'm trying to cut it short because it's Sunday and I got a whole bunch of stuff that I still got to work on inside my own home. But if you liked it, like and share, and thank you for stopping in.